Hello and welcome. My name is Mark, this is Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll, and today you're here to learn a little game called Buck Euchre. This is a pretty interesting one for all you euchre fans out there. If it's your first time visiting the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. Buck Euchre is a card game for 4 players in the trick family. Key mechanisms and features include trick taking, a trump suit, bowers, and a dropout phase. The objective for the round is to capture at least 1 trick, or to capture at least 3 tricks if you called trump. The objective for the game is to be the first player to get your score from 25 to 0. In order to play Buck Euchre, all you'll need is a modified 24 card deck and a way to keep score. This video will feature the Bicycle Autumn deck from 2016. This game uses a standard euchre deck with typical rank order, 9 low, ace high. In the trump suit, however, 9 is still low, and the trump suited jack becomes the highest ranking card. That is called the right bower. The same colored jack becomes the left bower, which is the second highest ranked card for the round. The trump suit always outranks the other 3 suits, so the 9 of spades is higher ranked than the 3 other aces. Determine who will be the first dealer, shuffle, and deal 5 cards to each player in packets of 2s and 3s. The rest of the cards are what's called the kitty. They can go in the center for now. Flip the top card over to determine what the trump suit might be. If the turn-up card is a club, the trump suit automatically becomes clubs for the round. The kitty and the trump card are set aside, but still visible for players to see, and then the next phase of the game may begin. If the turn-up card is not a club, then the next phase of the game is to decide whether this is what players want trump to be or not. After the turnip card has been flipped, beginning with the player left of the dealer, each player can determine whether to order up that card or not. If they want that suit to be trump, they order it up. They tell the dealer to pick it up. If someone tells the dealer to pick it up, that dealer adds it to their hand, and then they choose 1 card from their hand and put it face down on top of the kitty. If that occurs, diamonds becomes trump suit for the round, and play may begin. If every player, including the dealer, passes because they do not want diamonds to become trump, that card is turned down. Now players will have the opportunity to name trump. Beginning with the player left of the dealer again, that player gets the first chance to say which suit they want to be trump. They would like spades to be trump. So this player has called spades as the trump suit. If that occurs, play can immediately begin. If each player passes on calling the trump suit, the round is played with no trumps. This just means that every suit is equal in value, 9s are low, and aces are high. After the trump suit has been determined, or if there will be no trumps for the round, it's time for players to decide whether they want to stay in or out. In this game, players have the option of dropping out for the round. So we're going to play that this player determined spades as the trump suit. Now again, beginning with the player left of the dealer, each player can decide whether they want to stay in or out. Obviously, the player who called spades is going to stay in. This player does not have a single spade. Even though they have an ace, they're not feeling very confident. So they're going to go ahead and drop out. If a player drops out, their cards are collected, they are kept secret, and they are added to the kitty. That player chose to drop out. The remaining players all choose to stay in. Once the dropout phase has been completed, the kitty is removed and placed to the side, and normal play may begin. The player to the left of the dealer leads the first trick. They may play any card from their hand. They choose to play the Jack of Spades. This is the highest ranked card for the round. Following players must follow suit if they can. If they cannot, they can play any card they wish. This player chooses to throw the 10 of spades. And this player must follow suit and chooses to play the 9 of spades. The highest card in the suit that was led, or the highest trump card, takes the trick. So the Jack of Spades takes the trick. The trick is collected and placed face down beside the person who captured it. Whoever captured the trick leads next. This time they choose to throw the 10 of hearts. This player does not have a heart, so they may play any card they wish. They choose to take this with the Ace of Spades. This player must follow suit. They have the Queen of Hearts, so they throw that. And the highest card in the suit that was led, or the highest trump card, takes the trick. So here the Ace of Spades beats the Queen of Hearts. The Ace of Spades takes the trick. Whoever takes the trick leads. Remember, when trump is set, the same colored jack becomes the left bower. So for this round, the Jack of Clubs is actually a spade. This player led with the Ace of Clubs, so the only real club in this player's hand here is the 10 of clubs. So they must follow suit and play that to the trick. This player has the King of Clubs, which must be played. The Ace of Clubs takes it. Play like that continues with each player playing a card to the trick until all of the tricks have been taken. Once the last trick has been played and captured, it's time to tally up the score for the round. In Buck Euchre, players begin with 25 points, and they are trying to be the first to get their score down to 0. The score does not change for players who drop out for the round. They do not add points or deduct points from their score. The players who stay in must capture at least one trick. The player who calls trump must capture at least 3 tricks. A player will deduct 1 point from their score for each trick captured. Any player who stayed in and failed to capture any tricks will add 5 points to their score. And if the player who called trump fails to capture 3 tricks, they will add 5 points to their score. The first player to get their score to 0 points wins the game. Play till all ties are broken. If a player captures all 5 tricks in one round, they automatically win the game. And that's how to play Buck Euchre. I know there were a lot of little details regarding the setup and how to keep score, so I will put those down in the description in case it's easier for you to read them. And also go over to GameRules.com to check out the whole write-up for this game. I'd like to invite you over to my Reddit page. That's my home base where I post about once a week with updates before things hit the channel, and sometimes I post things that don't make it to the channel. Finally, I'd like to invite you over to the Discord channel, the traditional card game Discord channel. There's a fine group of people over there playing games almost every day, and they are always looking for more people to play. So the link for that is down below. Well, that's it for now. I'll catch you later, and don't forget to keep on playing.